Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Khan, also known as Jedi Jester, and today we've got a tutorial which is quite interesting because this topic has been a real problem for a very long time in FIFA series. Even though we have no influence on the servers, sometimes we suffer the most as players. It is annoying and really frustrating not to be able to perform what we have in our minds. To be able to overcome this, we have gathered technical and mental advices on how to play on servers with bad connection. Let's start with the technical ones. There are two terms that you need to understand: input lag and input loss. Input lag is basically the delay that you have when you press a specific button on your controller and it doesn't get registered right away. We call it input loss when the server doesn't register the move at all. If either one of these keeps happening, then you are probably playing on a bad server. To be able to avoid these problems, you need to take a look at the movements that you use with more inputs. Skill moves come first to mind as you use your right analog stick too much for them. Different moves require different inputs, and it is most likely that you will fail the move that you are going for if the server is bad. So the first thing that you can do while playing on a bad server is to reduce the skill moves you use during the game. Since this delay will slow down your game, there is no point of rushing. Also, you need to slow down yourself in your both attacking and defending mechanics. Trying to go for an agile turn or an aggressive tackle might not end up the way you think of. Try to approach a bit calmer and safer. The more you slow down the game, the more you are in control. That will also stress the opponent. One other thing that I should point out is the usage of the sprint button. The more you sprint, the harder it is to stop your player because of the delay, and the turning times of the players are amplified with it. Unless you find yourself in a wide open space, do not overcommit to the sprinting button, especially if one defender is approaching you. Try to walk around and find the openings. Avoiding tighter spaces and going for the open ones is a big key in a bad connection. It becomes much more harder to dodge the AI defense once the connection is bad, and it becomes really annoying. Try to explore the wings. You should be also using the side changes all the time to be able to create the optimal space. If you are playing with a narrow formation such as 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, you might want to go with a wider tactic such as 4-4-2 or 3-5-2. That helps you spread out around the pitch equally and create more passing stations. You will be able to quickly change the direction of the game without getting disturbed by the tight defensive line and create the space you are looking for. As soon as you realize the connection is bad, you need to stop complicating things. Try to go for simple passes and mechanics instead of harder ones, especially the ones which heavily relies on the connection itself, such as timed finishing. It is fairly easy to use these strong mechanics on a good server, but missing an easy opportunity just because you red timed your shot on a bad connection becomes even more frustrating. You need to think of the basics as much as you can and execute them in the most simple way. We are going to continue with the mental part, but before doing that, I just want to remind you that you should definitely take a look at our Guide Plus application, which you can download for free if you're looking forward to improve yourself in FIFA. In the Guide Plus, you can find in-depth tutorials, structured courses, and interactive quizzes on the topics you mostly struggle with. In our most recent course, we have gathered all of our lessons, which are the core elements of the current FIFA meta. This course will get refreshed weekly to ensure that you stay ahead of the curve and reach your full potential. The course itself and the lessons in it are completely for free so that you can have a good feeling of what to expect from our platform and test it out for yourself. If you're interested, make sure you check the link down in the description and make sure to download the Guide Plus and see what the next level learning experience offers by yourself. The technical part is really important, but to be able to execute it, you also need a strong mentality. Because whenever you feel like you're ready for the challenge, the delay or the ping force you to become frustrated. It is really important to deal with this frustration as it can beat you before the opponent. There are certain things that you need to remind yourself. The ping that is shown before the match or during the game isn't the real delay you are playing on. I remember playing on 5 ms back in the day as I was playing in Europe, and I remember it sometimes felt like 500 ms. Now I'm consistently playing on 50 ms and it sometimes feels better than before. Number you see don't mean anything. It is important which feeling you get from the game. If you're playing between 15 to 20 ms and if you get the feeling that the opponent has a better connection than you just because he is closer to the server compared to you, you just lie to yourself. Normally you can't really understand the difference between 5 and 15 ms. Once the server is bad for you while you're playing on a ping lesser than 30 ms, then it all comes to the fact of who can adapt to the connection much better. So whenever you feel like the opponent has a better connection, stop thinking about the numbers and try to adapt yourself to it. There is nothing you can do to change the connection during a single match, so it is better if you don't complain out loud and keep focused throughout the game. It is not your fault, but complaining forces you to lose focus and you will start to fail. So that's it for today's video. We really hope you can benefit from both the technical and the mental advices we've provided you. Always remember, remaining calm and patient and adapting yourself to the connection is the most important thing. Before we finish the video, we would like to ask you what you think about this important topic and if you're still positive about better servers in the future. Let us know what you think about it in the comment section below. If you don't want to miss any of our upcoming content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Talk to you on the next one. Take care and peace.